with me, all right? Liam Neeson was with Alan Rickman in Love Actually. 1. Alan Rickman was with Bruce Willis in Die Hard. 2. Bruce Willis was with John Travolta in Pulp Fiction. 3. John Travolta was in Vince Vaughn in Domestic Disturbance. 4. Vince Vaughn was with Jon Favreau in Swingers. 5. Jon Favreau was with Will Ferrell in Elf. 6. Will Ferrell was with Paul Rudd in Anchorman. 7. Paul Rudd was with Steve Carell in Dinner for Schmucks. 8. Steve Carell is in with Channing Tatum in Foxcatcher. 9. You guys gotta keep track for me, okay? Thanks. And Channing Tatum was with Jonah Hill in 21 Jump Street. 10. Jonah Hill was with Catherine Keener in The 40-Year-Old Virgin. 11. And Catherine Keener was with John Cusack and Being John Malkovich. 12. John Cusack was in with Jack Black in High Fidelity. 13. Jack Black was with Billy Crudup and Jesus' Son. 14. Billy Crudup was in Everyone Says I Love You with Drew Barrymore. 15. Drew Barrymore was in 51st Dates with Adam Sandler. 16. Adam Sandler was in Punch Drunk Love with Philip Seymour Hoffman. 17. Philip Seymour Hoffman was in Boogie Nights with John C. Reilly. 18. John C. Reilly was in Guardians of the Galaxy with Chris Pratt. 19. Chris Pratt was in Chris Pratt, hold on, I got this, guys, I'm going to get this. Chris Pratt was in Her with Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix was in Inherent Vice with Martin Short. 21. Martin Short was in Jungle to Jungle with Tim Allen. 22. Tim Allen was in The Santa Claus of Judge Reinhold. 23. Judge Reinhold was in Gremlins with... hold on. Gremlins is a tough one. Judge Reinhold was in Gremlins with Phoebe Cates. 4. Phoebe Cates was in Fast Times at Ridgemont High with Sean Penn. 5. Sean Penn was in Casualties of War with Michael J. Fox. 6. Michael J. Fox was in Back to the Future 1 with Christopher Lloyd. 7. Christopher Lloyd was in Clue with Michael McKean. 3. Michael McKean was in Spinal Tap with Christopher Guest. 9. Christopher Guest was in Waiting for Guffman with Eugene Levy. 30. Eugene Levy was in American Pie with Jason Biggs. 31. Jason Biggs was in Saving Silverman with Steve Zahn. 32. Steve Zahn was in Joyride with Levi Sobieski. 33. Levi Sobieski was in White Oleander with Michelle Pfeiffer. 34. Michelle Pfeiffer was in Batman Returns with Michael Keaton. 35. Michael Keaton was in Birdman with Emma Stone. 36. Emma Stone was in Jesus Christ. Emma Stone was in an Easy A with take it back. Emma Stone was in The Amazing Spider-Man with The Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Jamie Foxx. 37. Jamie Foxx was in Booty Call with Tommy Davidson. Tommy Davidson was in... Oh, fuck. See, this is where it gets hard, guys. Because you gotta go through all Tommy Davidson's movies, and I think he's only done like 2 or 3. Give it to me. Tommy Davidson was in Black Dynamite with... the guy who played Black Dynamite, I can't figure his name. That guy was also in Spawn with Martin Sheen. Martin Sheen was in Apocalypse Now with Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando was in The Godfather with Robert Duvall. Robert Duvall was in 4 Christmases with Reese Witherspoon. Reese Witherspoon was in Election with Matthew Broderick. Matthew Broderick was in The Cable Guy, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey was in Earth Girls Are Easy with Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum was in The Fly of Gina Davis. Gina Davis was in Thelma and Louise with Brad Pitt. What are we at? What number? 48. Thank you. Brad Pitt was in Ocean's 11 with Matt Damon. 49. Matt Damon had a cameo in Eurotrip with which also had Fred Armisen also had a cameo. 50. Fred Armisen also had a cameo in Anchorman with we'll pick David Koechner. David Koechner was in Snakes on a Plane with Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson was in Pulp Fiction again with Uma Thurman. Uma Thurman was in Kill Bill with Lucy Liu. Lucy Liu was in X vs. Server with Antonio Banderas. Antonio Banderas was in Interview with a Vampire with Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was in Mission Impossible with John Voight. John Voight was in Anaconda with Jennifer Lopez. Jennifer Lopez was Out of Sight with George Clooney. George Clooney was in One Fine Day, again with Michelle Pfeiffer. You can repeat names, I'm making up the rules. Michelle Pfeiffer was in, Michelle Pfeiffer was in, Don't Help Me, please. Am I getting the light? Is one of these lights?
Yeah, a minute and a half.
Thank you. Alright, so a minute and a half. Okay guys, we may not make it 75, so we gotta wrap this up. So I'm gonna say Michelle Pfeiffer was in, oh man. You know what, fuck it. Michelle Pfeiffer was in Batman Returns again with Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken was in The Country Bears with the guy from the Drew Carey Show. The guy from the Drew Carey Show was in Office Space with Ron Livingston. Ron Livingston was in Drinking Buddies with Anna Kendrick. Anna Kendrick was in Up in the Air with George Clooney. George Clooney was in Ocean's 12 with Brad Pitt. Oh man, can I make it stretch to 75? How much time?
25 seconds.
Okay, fuck it. What was that? Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Brad Pitt was in Sleepers with Kevin Bacon.